Hello and welcome to Godly Play. I'm really glad that you joined us today in the circle. Come, get yourself ready, sit comfortably, get your eyes ready, your ears ready, and your heart ready. Well, we're looking at our calendar of the church year, and we remember that the church tells time in a circle. And we've just finished going through all these green Sundays after Pentecost. And last week we were at the Feast of Christ the King. And now we're changing. We're going to the beginning of the church year, which is Advent. And here we are in the first Sunday of Advent, which is the color blue. Things are changing. So the calendar helps us get ready and know where we are. And now it's time for the candle. There was once someone who did such wonderful things and said such amazing things that people began to follow him. And as they followed him, they wondered who he was. And they couldn't help themselves. They just had to ask. And one of the times when they asked, he said, I am the light. Let's enjoy the light. I see the love of God in you, the light of Christ comes shining through, and I am blessed to be with you, O holy child of God. But this light didn't stay in that one place and in that one time, because he changed the light. So it could be in all places and in all times. So watch as I change the light. Well, there it comes. Ooh, it's thinning out. It's filling up the room. It's going over to where you are, so that wherever we are today in Godly Play, this light is with us. And when we leave the space, the light will go with us as well. So, are you ready for a story? So today's story is found on the Christmas and Advent shelves in the Godly Playroom, which are just to this side of the focal shelf. And I brought all the pieces here so it can be with us. So there's this part of the story. And this part of the story. Yes, I think I have everything that I need. And now I'll tell the story. So this is the time when the colors change. Everything is changing. It's the time of the color blue, royal blue, the color of kings and queens. And blue is also the color of Mary. And without Mary, there'd be no baby. Blue is a serious and important color. Something serious and important is about to happen. A king is coming. But it's not the kind of king that people thought was coming. This king had no great army, no riches, no huge house. This king was a baby born in a barn. The king that was coming is still coming. This is a great mystery. And sometimes it's hard to understand or open a mystery. Some people just walk through a mystery and don't even see that it's there. This time of year you may find people going here and there and shopping in malls, and they're walking right through the mystery of Christmas. Some of them. Maybe they don't know, and maybe others have forgotten. But the church realized that the mystery of Christmas was so important and incredible that we needed time to get ready to enter its mystery. So the church set aside 4 Sundays in the season of Advent to help us get ready to enter the mystery of Christmas. During this season of Advent, we are all on the way to Bethlehem. We are all making the journey. So let's go with the prophets, the Holy Family, the shepherds, and the Magi on the journey to Bethlehem, which was back then and is still here today. On the first Sunday of Advent, we remember the prophets. Prophets are people who come so close to God, and God comes so close to them, that they know what's important. And they point the way forward. You can find the stories of the prophets, many of them in the Old Testament of our Bible. And the prophets were pointing the way to Bethlehem. They didn't know why, but they did know this was the place. So let us go on the journey to Bethlehem with the prophets. This is the light of the prophets. This light helps show us the way forward. It shows us the right things to do. It shows us the way. So let's enjoy the light of the prophets. But this light too didn't stay in that one place and in that one time. The light of the prophets is with us here today. Another light to show us the way. Now I wonder if there's a prophet sitting in this circle with us today. Remember that prophets are people who know what's important, who are close to God, who show the way forward. They can be men or women, boys or girls. They can be young or old or any age. So I wonder if there's a prophet sitting with us today in this YouTube story of Advent. I wonder if any of the people in your family have ever known a prophet. I wonder who has that story. Who can you ask? And I wonder if there's anyone in your life who's helped you find the way forward. Well, I'm glad you're with us today as we start our journey towards Bethlehem, which was back then and is still today. Now it's time for a blessing. So may the light of the prophets be with you and guide you this week as you and your family start on the road to Bethlehem. And may the prophets remind us. Stop. Listen. Pay attention. Something important is about to happen here. See you next week.